Hey guys, Nigel here from Aquarium Central and welcome to another Friday, which means another live fish unboxing. Let's get into some unboxing. Alright, starting off. First thing we've got is some more discus. Now these are your Australian bred discus. They're not showing much colour in the bag, but they will colour up to be stunning fish. They're much cheaper than our other discus that we have in store, as well as they're a lot hardier. We did get a big shipment of discus this week, so if you have been waiting on discus, we did add in some blue Turks. We got cobalt blues, red mapped, pigeon bloods, Marlboros, red melons, all different types of discus have arrived this week, including some of the largest size. So come on down to the store and get the first pick of freshly arrived discus. Now, next we have here, these are golden tiger barbs, and they are really good size, a good 4 centimeter golden tiger barbs. Beautiful looking fish. You'll get them in the tank and they'll colour up really quickly. Talking about barbs, what we have here is a platinum version of the golden tiger barb. So these guys get sort of like a green sheen through the whole body. They're the platinum version. Their stripes aren't as pronounced as the regular golden tiger barbs, but these guys are stunning tiger barbs. I prefer the platinums over the regulars. Next, now these guys, the best cleaner on the planet. Now, I buy these every week and I use these everywhere in my store. There's just about one of these in every single tank in my store, and this is your Chinese suckers or your algae eaters. There's a bag of all sorts of colors and sizes here, but if you have an algae problem, nothing will clean it as good as these guys do. They are very savage algae cleaners. They do an exceptionally good job. They get right into those little nicks and crannies and clean it up really well. There is a downside to that guy. If you don't get enough food to him, he will try to suck the slime on your fish. So be careful of what you put it with. Don't put them with slow goldfish. Don't put them in with discus. Don't put them with angelfish. But most other fish, they go really well and exceptionally well with cichlids. We have them in all our tanks here. Tetras, cichlids, and everything. Keeps them clean. People wonder why my tanks are clean. That's the secret. It works 24/7. Doesn't ask for any more pay. Alright, another cool species. This one here is the Australian archerfish. Now these are imported, but they are archers. They are here in Australia, particularly up North Queensland. Now if you didn't know, what's really cool about the archerfish is this guy hangs around the surface of your aquarium or in the nature around the lake, and it literally shoots a jet of water out of its mouth upon insects that are above it in tree branches. So you'll often find them hanging over low hanging tree branches, and they're just watching for insects, and they squirt water and wash the insect into the water and then gobble them up. So that's your archerfish. Really cool fish, really healthy, really nice yellow coming through them at the moment. All right, some more guppies. And we had these last week and they looked really, really nice. So we got a lot more in today. And these were those red lace. Now they're labeled as a luminous. We don't have an luminous written on them online, but your red lace guppies. They're just a really good batch of them. Really big tails, really shiny bodies, stunning looking guppies. We get a lot of guppies in here just about every week. As many guppies as we can find. All right, let's keep going. On to some African cichlids now. And this one here is what they call the cobalt zebra, the cobalt blue. The really cool thing about cobalt blues is they are the icy blue, like the blue on my shirt here, and both the male and female are identical in coloration. A lot of the Buenoser, the females don't have much color at all. These guys, male and female, identical, and that's what makes them extremely popular sellers, and they're absolute stunning looking fish. Another African here. Now this one here also is very popular based on the coloration. Now what you're seeing here is the female or juvenile coloration of the Lombardi. They now call it the Kingisezi cichlid, but Lombardi is what we know them as. Sky blue with dark barring is what they are from very young age, and the females remain this color. The males will turn bright yellow, like an electric yellow, but with some barring on it. Stunning fish, male and females, very attractive also, making them a very popular Maboona cichlid. We have a few Maboonas come in today. All right, another one is the electric yellow. Now, these are imported electric yellows, but you can see they've got nice deep yellow. You can see it's imported. If you have a look, this one here, no black barring out on it at all. They're very common to see in import electric yellows. The reason for that is they're all being bred in Asia, and they're bred for a colour appearance. They're not bred for line breeding. What people want is just a bright yellow fish. So they've actually crossed those guys with a red zebra to increase the coloration in the fish, but it's resulted in some albino in them. So some of them are albino and others have lost the black barring on them, but they have a more intense yellow. They're not as good as the Australian yellows that we used to have from Doug down the Gold Coast. He's got a name for them worldwide. Those electric yellows bred here in Australia used to be sensational. Doug has retired. He doesn't breed them anymore, but you can still find them around the place. Another one here, the Mangano. The Mangano, again, male and female, very similar in coloration. If you look at them, often the male has a darker belly, but the female still nonetheless is blue and black striped like you see in the bag. The male just tends to get slightly darker than the female, but not always. Sometimes they're very hard to tell. Same as these guys. These guys are the Kingisezi. That's what we always know them as. These days, some people call them lacomas, pulpicans. These are Kingisezi. So the Kingisezi is a dwarf Maboona, doesn't get massive. Male and female, again, both have colour. What you're looking in the bag there is sort of the coloration of the female. As the male gets more mature, he will get more white, definitely a bit more pastel coloration and darker barring than the females, and that's your Kingisezi. These are legit, proper Kingisezi. There are some hybrids kicking out there, and these are legit. I can tell by looking at them in the bag. They are pure bloodline. They're a good quality Kingisezi. All right, next we have, this is a man-made product, but does occur naturally in the wild, this fella. This is the OB Zebra, which stands for orange blotch. Now, this one, the female will just stay how they are now, that coloration with marbling on them, but the male on this one will get deeper orange, and when he puts a display onto the girls or has a fight with another male or shows off his territory, all those black patches on the fish turn metallic iridescent blue. He just lights up in the aquarium. They're a stunning fish once the male colours up and starts to put on the show. The name OB refers to orange blotch, which is their original form, which is what you're seeing here, which is an orange coloration with that patchiness on them. There are other OBs out there these days that have been line bred for different colours. Some of them, they call them blueberries. Blueberry tends to be more blue in colour, but the orange blotch, in my opinion, is by far the more attractive out of the lot. It does get that orange male coloration, and those blue spots look insane. They were the first African cichlid that I bred 20 years ago. All right, something that can go with your Africans. It's not an African cichlid. It's not from Lake Africa, but they do go well with African cichlids, and they do go particularly well with American cichlids, and this is your silver shark. Okay, so if you're looking for something different, this guy does get big. It's a buller shark. It gets 30 centimeters roughly in size. Large size shark. They do tend to jump, so just be mindful of that. But they do well with Africans, and they do well with Americans, and exceptionally well with things like silver dollars. Yeah, now I've got another shark here that does well with African cichlids, and this one here is the red tail black shark. Okay, so compared to the rainbow shark, this one does do better. There's one in there, the torn fins. It will heal. That's common after transit. But this guy's pure black with a red tail fin, and it's the red tail black shark. Another one that goes well with African cichlids. All right, still got another bag of African cichlids here, and these are the Dalmatian. It's a dwarf Maboona from Lake Malawi, and you can see there in the bag, males and females again, exactly the same. These guys, by the looks of them, have excellent barring. These are very, very common to have broken barring. In fact, it's very hard to find Dalmatian with perfect barring. You can see this one at the top. It does have some broken bars, but most of those in the bag are excellent, and that's what you look for. And they get like a, when I say broken bar, they get a Y bar. So instead of being parallel lines like this, you'll get one that starts like this at the top and comes down to a single bar like that. Okay, so very common in Dalmatiani. It's just part of their trait. All right, another guy here goes well with cichlids. I probably wouldn't put it with your African cichlids, but more with your American cichlids. And this is the striped Leperinus. Really long torpedo body. He is hypo-aggressive, and that's why we say with your American cichlids. It's a lot larger than that in size, and they are cool looking fish. I reckon these are one of the nicest looking aquarium fish out there. Really long, slender body. Let's move on now, some more fishies. We got these in last week. We spoke about them last week. The size of the jumbo ears on these guys is sensational. So we got some more. These are your red Dumbo guppies. They're just really good quality at the moment. Really big ears on them. Some more guppies here. All right, those were the red tail platinum. So what they are is a pure red tail with a platinum body with the Dumbos. These are mosaic Dumbos, okay? So they have that red mosaic tail and the Dumbo ears. They're not quite as big Dumbo-eared, nonetheless, still good. Nice big tails on them. Moving on. Golden honey Gromies. We got heaps of these in store at the moment because they're a good size and good colour. You can see the red starting to come through on these in the bag, which tells you what they're going to look like once they're in the aquarium. So the honey Gromie is very, very placid compared to your other Gromies. It's what we highly recommend to most people here if you like Gromies. Honey Gromies, super placid, not aggressive, easy to care for. And with the honeys, the golds, male and female, almost identical. The male just gets a little bit deeper red as it matures. All right, got a problem with hairgrass algae? I know we do in one of our tanks at the front at the moment. You've been down store, you've probably seen that. We're fixing it, but this guy here will fix it naturally for you. He's not going to eliminate it, but he's going to help reduce it and keep it mowed nice and short so it's not so hideous. This is your Siamese, your true Siamese algae eater. Now the true Siamese algae eater does chew on hairgrass algae in particular. It keeps it very low shorn so it doesn't take over your aquarium. Rumour tells us it also keeps that black beard trimmed in your aquarium as well. It's not going to eliminate any of those problems, but it will keep it under control. All right, next we have, these are your white cloud minnows, and being winter, these are the guys that will go outdoors in your pond even in these cold, chilly winter nights. These are great for eliminating mosquito larvae through those warmer months, and then in the winter months they won't die off. So they will stay there all year round. When you've got mosquitoes, these guys will eradicate them, no problem. Now that's the gold widows, and they are sort of a creamy white body with red fins. All right, next we're on to some Corys. These are your laser Corys. Now, probably not going to be able to show you in the bag the laser, but these are gold lasers, and we'll probably do an overlay on that YouTube video so you can see what they look like. They're a stunning Cory. We did get a new Cory in this week. We haven't got it on the website right now. We've got golden panda Corys in. So we have regular panda Corys, and we have longfin panda Corys. And if you saw us unbox the nose last week, amazing long fins on them. And then we got in some golden panda Corys. Never seen them before, never had them before. Need to get them on the website. Another really exciting Cory that we did get in this week, and they sell out extremely fast every time we got them in. We bought heaps of them. Already more than half of them are sold. There's your tail spot Cory. It's a pygmy Cory. Only stays small. The reason I remembered about that one is I've got standard pygmy Corys in the bag right here, but we got the tail spot pygmy in. And the cat is the Hasperosus. It's very small, and it's a mid-water swimmer. Unlike your other corridors that hang around the bottom, these guys tend to hang around in the mid-column of the water. They're really cool. They're really hard to get a hold of, and we got them in earlier this week, but half of them are sold out already. So jump on the website for those ones. These guys are your standard pygmy Corys. They're so small. There they are. Tiny little catfish for scavenging those aquariums, those nano aquariums. Won't eat your shrimp, neither with the tail spots. I've got them at home. They won't eat your shrimp. They shrimp reproduce quite well with them in the tank. Yeah, they're really cool. More Corys here. We got your bandit Corys. Now these are cool. They're sort of a whitey cream color with that beautiful skunk line across the top of them. Stunning look. Sorry, not bandit. Skunk Corys. Don't know why I said bandit. Skunk Corys in. Absolutely cool. Next we got some Stirby. Or sometimes they call them mosaics, but these are just regular Stirby Corys. We also have in store albino Stirby. It's pretty cool. Oh, these are a good sized tetra. These are the Buenoser Tetras, the regular version. We've got both gold Buenos Aires Tetras in store and the regular Buenos Aires. Now these are really good size. They're 5 centimeter Buenos in this bag. Excellent schooling fish. They circle around things in your aquarium. They ball up really well. They are larger size tetras, so they do exceptionally well with things like angelfish, where you can't put those $1.50 neons in with those angelfish because the angelfish will eat them. However, these larger tetras like Buenos Aires or even some of the other, even the widows will go all right with angelfish, do extremely well. So good time to buy Buenos Aires tetras, really large. All right, another guppy in the bag here. This time it's an Endler guppy. So the Endler guppy, the male, stays really, really small. And you probably guessed it by looking on the camera there. These are your tiger Endlers. No females available at the moment. Sorry, guys, but we often do get females. Just the males this week. Tiger Endler guppies. Nice little stripy patterns on them. Beautiful gold. Male stays really small. Female gets to the size of a regular guppy, but again, those guys are quite shrimp safe. All right, down to the last box, guys. I said many fish come in through the week. We try to keep it limited to what we show you on Fridays. Into a live bearer now, and this is the Molly, and 101 Dalmatian Molly, or just Dalmatian Molly if you want to know the truth. These guys reproduce like crazy, and you can see why they call them Dalmatian Mollies. It's pretty obvious with that beautiful Dalmatian pattern on them. Live bearers means they have live babies, so really easy to breed. All right, these have been hand-picked for us, so excellent time to buy these. We need to get in and get a video of these guys before you guys keep buying them out on me, particularly the ones in this bag, because they were hand-selected for us, so we can create a wonderful video to show you guys. And this is your Sunshine Balloon Ram. Now the Sunshine, we're bringing it in nice and close so you can see. There we go. The Sunshine Balloon Ram is a much more yellow ram than your standard golden balloon ram. These guys are yellow all the way through. No red on them, just yellow. Completely yellow all the way through. They also tend to have long flowing fins compared to your normal gold rams. Now some of these in here have got exceptionally long fins and they're absolutely stunning fish. And this bag here is the gold of the shipment. We're going to get a video of them, get it online so you guys can see what we're talking about. All right, another balloon ram. These are your neon blue balloon rams. Now we got these in this week from this particular supplier because we went down and had a look at them, and all their fins were just nice and out and open. They were very healthy, swimming around the tank. So these are your neon blue balloon rams. They don't get very big, and the neon blues don't come in very big at all. They're usually really small. All right. Oh, we've got another barb. Okay, we had the regular version of these up earlier, and these were the platinum gold tiger barbs. However, these are Longfin platinum gold tiger barbs. Okay, so we had the regular versions up before. They're hard to show you what they look like on camera. Again, we brought these in so we can try and get a video of them, so we can show you up close and personal what they look like, because they're stunning once they're in your planted aquarium. That is the Longfin platinum gold rams, not rams, tiger barbs. All right, moving on. Oh, another bag of Buenos Aires. We talked about them, so we're just going to pass that one on. All right, what's jammed in the corner of this one? A bag of worms. All right, well, they're not really worms. just normal Kuhli Loaches, just the banded pattern, looking very active in the bag. These guys have been quite delicate of lately, but these guys are from a different supplier overseas. I believe these are Thailand striped Kuhli Loaches, much hardier. They are looking very healthy in the bag and very active, as you can see. So it's just your regular striped Kuhli Loaches. If you're into those long squiggly things, maybe after something gets a little bit bigger. And here we have the Peacock Eel, or the spine eel. Gets much larger than a Kuhli Loach, but nonetheless, it's a long squiggly worm or eel like those guys. So have a look at these guys. They are small at the moment. They do get twice this size easily. They call them the peacock eel because on the tail of these guys, they have those spots along the tail like a peacock. You can jump on our website, you'll see a picture of them, or even look on our YouTube channel and you'll find some videos of these guys because they are cool. They've got a really long nose. They bury down into the gravel and they stick their nose out, or they hide amongst logs. Last, the best for last, saved it to show you guys. We do have a very good assortment of Oscars in store at the moment. We do still have some wild Oscars left in store. We have some white tiger Oscars in store. We have some juvenile Nemo Oscars in store at the moment. They're 5 centimeters online, but they're easily bigger than that. Really good price for the Nemos. We have fire red velvets in store at the moment. We've got super red leopards in store, and we've got these guys. Now these guys came in where we just call them copper leopards. And you can see that copper, but they actually came in as, I think they called them super gold leopards because they are more yellow. Now, they definitely do look more yellow than your standard leopard Oscars. However, this guys will be on our website under leopard Oscars. It is that copperish color, but I will agree, if you look at it there, you can see it is definitely a more yellow leopard than standard. I think we've only got 2 of these guys in stock. So don't leave it if you're thinking about it. It's the first time I've seen them this yellow, is your copper leopard Oscars. Thanks for watching, guys. If you're watching this on YouTube, don't forget, give us a like and subscribe so you can see all our other future videos. If you're local to us on the Sunshine Coast, 11 Pike Street, Kunda Park, and we'll see you guys next time.